2000 and... Can you guys make some noise? Class of 2015.
Now I'm gonna do it in a second.
All right, good job, guys. Well, one of the things I like to do, right? One of the things I like to do is to always start out. It's early in the morning. Start out with an early morning affirmation, and that is to be pumped up, fired up, super excited. So I want you guys, when I say pumped up, fired up, you guys say super excited. So again, when I say pumped up, fired up, you guys say super excited. Okay, we're gonna try it again. Pumped up, fired up, super excited. Very good. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, guys. No Paulie D faces while I'm doing the presentation, okay, guys? Because it's very important. Not only what I'm about to say, but also what the other speakers said. And you guys did very, very good. The speakers been great, and you guys been a great audience. So give yourself a round of applause once again. You may be saying, who is this guy? He probably looks like that guy up there. A poo. From Gregory Street. I don't know. Well, some of you guys may say, okay, who is this guy? Where is he from? Well, they say that I'm Dominican. They say I'm Dominican. But I know I'm just like you guys. I am a human being. And I'm from Passaic. I grew up in Passaic. I was born in Passaic. I grew up, I'm on Rose Street and on Henry Street. Anybody from around there? Okay, cool. Excellent. Well, I graduated from Passaic High School, class of 2001, which is the #1 class that ever graduated. Just playing, guys. Class of 2017 is the best class. Okay, one of the things that I love to do, and I used to do, 4 seasons, I coach kids for Passaic Beach Brady. Anybody play baseball? Recreation, softball? Okay, cool. Give yourself a round of applause because some of you guys could be home just playing video games and you out there actually exercising, actually getting to know who you are. So volunteering, I saw a lot of kids that did not have a mother and a father or a father, and I had to play that father figure. So when you volunteer, it makes a difference in other people's lives. Not only did I volunteer as a coach, right? But right now, what I do right now is I coach and I mentor kids exactly your age. Okay? The kids that I coach and I mentor, they're from the ghetto, they're from the hood. Okay? Where do I coach and I mentor kids? I mentor kids in the project of Patterson, by Rosa Park, Presidential Avenue, Carroll Street, Madison Avenue, Park Ave. And let me tell you about these kids. Some of these kids are just like you. Again, they don't have no mother, no father. Okay? No mother, no father. And these kids, the #1 thing that's wrong with them is their attitude. Okay? Their attitude is what's wrong with them. And I'm there just to help them. I have kids, right? I have one kid that I'm working with right now. He's on a bracelet. Actually, he just came off the bracelet. This bracelet? Okay? The one you wear in your ankles. You know why he got that? Because of his friends. His friends robbed a grocery store. And just because he's part of the crew, he's part of the clique, guess who else got locked up? Guess who else got on probation? He did. I know Mr. Dukes back there, he asked a very good question about friendship, about your circle. So if you hang around gang members here in Passaic High School, guess what? You're going to end up with a bracelet. And that's not the only sad story. I have other stories. I had a girl that she grew up in a foster care system because her mother, and her father didn't love her no more. She went from foster home to foster home. Think about that. Think about, put yourself in her shoes in Christmas time. When you have no one to give you a gift. I had to take her to the mall for her to go shopping because nobody else is going to give her a gift. So again, watch out who your friends are, okay? And you guys can tell, and you guys say, why does he do that? Why does he help kids? Because I went through an experience before, 6 years ago. Wait a minute. I had a bad attitude. Let me tell you how bad the attitude is. I grew up in Passaic, right? I had my mother, I had my father, I had sisters. I grew up here. I had everything. I never even had to work for a dime. But I had a bad attitude. You know what that attitude was? I was ungrateful. Yes. Okay? We live in the richest nation in the world, America. But we are the most ungrateful. And I was one of them. And that's what happened to me. You know what that is? When you don't take care of yourself, when you be ungrateful, when you're stressed out all the time, when you stop counting your blessings, you develop ulcers, you develop holes in your stomach, and you start bleeding internally. It was so bad, I went to the bathroom, and when I did number 2, it was all black. Pitch black. Because I was bleeding internally. And when I went to the ER room, they put that thing through your stomach, right? Through your mouth, to get over to my stomach, to see if I was taking drugs. But I didn't take drugs. Okay? It was all where? All my mind. And I ended up in intensive care for 3 days. And this month, it's been 6 years since I almost died for being so ungrateful. Exactly 6 years. Tomorrow, it's my birthday. Thank you, guys. And I say one thing. I say every day is your birthday because every day you give birth to a new day. This is what happened though. They had to put 4 pints of blood back into my system. If you lose 4 pints of blood, you're dead. Okay? You're dead if you lose 4 pints of blood. And again, what was the cause? Attitude. Bad attitude. Okay? But something happened. Those 4 pints of blood changed my life. Okay? It changed my life to be positive. So this is the message. So let me take you back 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I started here at Passaic High School as a substitute teacher. Okay? I started here as a substitute teacher 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I did one thing and one thing only. Because I was coming off intensive care. And the first time I got a 3-month project. First time I ever got a 3-month project, I did one thing and one thing only, was to put a positive quote on the board every single day. Because those are the books that I was reading. And I didn't know that it was therapy for me, and it was therapy for you. And on the last day we were together, there was a student that wrote something on the board. Till this day, it's the reason why I'm here at Passaic High School. And let me show you what she wrote on behalf of the class. It said, "Goodbye, Mr. Ledesma. Thanks for everything. You opened our eyes to many things and made us believe that anything is possible." And I'm not the only teacher doing this, okay? All my peers here, they all make a difference, okay? All my co-workers, the person that even set up this program actually cares for you, okay? And I think that's Miss Cooper, okay? Miss Cooper used to be my teacher. Miss Cooper used to be my teacher. Let me tell you a little something about Miss Cooper. In Miss Cooper class, I had a D or I had an F. And I told Miss Cooper, it's impossible to get an A in your class. It's impossible. And Miss Cooper said, no, it's not. I went from a D or F, or from a very low grade, the next quarter. Because she said, if you focus and you do the work, you're going to get an A. I went from a C or a D, or I don't know, it was a low grade, all the way to an A the next quarter. How is that possible? Because there's people here, there's teachers here that believe more in you. Okay? They believe more in you than what you believe in yourself. Now, how did I change the kids? Okay? This was the kids. This was Valentine. Excuse the red shirt. The Kool-Aid shirt. Kool-Aid. See it right there? Okay, this was Valentine's Day, okay? This is 2008, February 2008. This is 5-6 years ago. Okay, these are all the kids that were part of the class. Now, how did I change myself? And I was changing the students. How did I do that? Self-improvement. Yes, I've read books. How many of you guys don't like to read books? Raise your hand. Be honest. Okay. I'm gonna give you the reason why you like to read books. Because the books that you read is not about you. It's not to empower you. And that's the reason why you don't read. These books right here, those books that you see, those are my personal books. Not only do I read the books, but I show other kids to read those books. Now, where can you find those books? Some of you guys seen this presentation before. It's not fair. At Barnes & Noble. Okay? I take all the kids that I coach and I mentor, I take them to Barnes & Noble. I actually give them a book as a gift. And I dedicate to them. I only have 3 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up pretty quick. And it says here, a bad attitude is like a flat tire. You can't go anywhere unless you change it. One thing, because one of the things that happens when you start to take all that garbage off your head and you start having a good attitude, you start thinking not only for yourself, but for everybody around you. And I came up with a philosophy, and that philosophy is to stay rich and... Now, some people, when I work out, I'm in a gym or I'm anywhere, people are like, you know, I'm trying to be trying. No, you cannot try to be rich and famous. I ain't say become, I said stay, meaning you already are rich and famous. The moment you start counting your blessings, the richer you will feel, and then get even more. Remember I told you about 9 years ago I almost died? 6 years ago I almost died? That was me. Yeah, I was the boss. Right? Why? Because I wasn't taking care of myself. Because I had a bad attitude. But before you even change the world, you have to change yourself. And this wasn't overnight, okay? This was not overnight. I had to learn from other people, just like you have teachers here that have the experience to get you where you want to be. Thank you. Started from the bottom. He's still there in the same spot. That's your boy, Lil Wayne. I listen to Big Wayne. You guys listen to Lil Wayne. Guys, listen up. Everything that the speakers have said, this program right here, is so you guys don't end up like 4 years from now, Passaic High School senior in a freshman class. That's what happens. And this is going to be your job after high school. If you don't listen to none of the speakers. I'm going to get it. Don't worry about it. Alright, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up. One of the things is you guys can follow me, Facebook, Instagram, at Stay Rich and the letter N and famous. And I ended up with this. By the time, I won't follow back. I just said. By the time you graduate high school, you're going to remember two things. Two things you will remember after high school. And that is the relationships that you have built with one another and the teachers that made a difference in your life. Thank you. Stay rich and stay rich.
All right, how about another round of applause for Mr. Ledesma? We have one last speaker. I don't know where she went. What's that? How about everybody stand up and do your stretch thing, turn to the right, turn to the left, do that? Look, you guys just don't want to do nothing. I'm about to go deaf on my, this here, there it is. Get your stretch on. I'll give you another 30 seconds to get your stretch on.